Ladies and gentlemen, this gets better every moment, every day. It's just amazing. So, really quickly, this is for Democrats who just happened to stumble upon this video. A government server, guess what, is able to be viewed by the government. A government server belongs to the United States government, which means all the intelligence agencies, or I should say the top level people who have top level, the highest level security clearance, have access to the information. So, I don't know, President Trump isn't going to hide any pay-to-play schemes with Uranium One or 85 donors who give $156 million, Boeing or UBS or countries that wanted, different types of underhanded deals. He's not going to be able to hide anything on a server that the United States government owns. Thus, or hence, it's a government server. Therefore, it doesn't matter if it's top secret. The government, if you have top secret clearance, you're able to at least theoretically gain access to it. Here we have William Barr placing the conversation, or the Trump administration through William Barr placing the transcripts or the full conversation onto a top secret server. It's not a secret server. It's a government server. And guess what? He was conducting official government business. He was not engaging in any wrongdoing. There was no campaign finance violations. And also, guess what? If the amazing Joe Biden, who defeated Cornflakes and Count Chocula, and was also the victor between Grape Nuts and his clash with Wheaties. If Joe Biden did something wrong, if he engaged in a criminal misconduct regarding literally bragging about $1 billion not being given to the Ukrainian government unless a prosecutor, an official of that country was fired, and then actually doubling down and saying, yeah, and they protested, but I said, go ahead. If you don't believe me, President Obama will believe me. Or you can ask President Obama. He agrees. He's going to stand with me. And then after the threat, they fired the prosecutor. That just happened. This prosecutor just happened to be looking into Biden's son's a corporation that was paying Hunter Biden $3 million, not just from a check, funneled through different countries. So it's not like a direct deposit he got. Okay? This was money funneled through a whole bunch of different countries, and it wasn't like a normal transaction. Do we know if the former vice president deliberately did that to help for personal reasons? We don't know. But it's called a conflict of interest. And just like they said, well, we don't know if the Steele dossier is accurate. We have to investigate. Sorry, turnabout is fair play. I guess we have to investigate. We don't know if it's accurate. We do know, however, that there was a transfer of money. We do know that there's a transfer of money. We do know that with Biden, there's a transfer of money. $3 million, to be precise. Then there's $1 billion deal after he gets on Air Force Two with his dad. Now, again, I don't condemn or I don't judge the former vice president. I think that you should always do whatever you can for your son or a family member. Even, if you can hook them up, if you're a government official, great. I mean, as long as you're not committing a major felony or anything, great. As long as you're not, breaking a legal statute, you're fine. But what I don't like is them saying, well, you know what, he did the same thing, and he's trying to increase his chances in 2020. He's going to win. He's going to defeat Clinton. It's not Joe Biden. Clinton benefits. Clinton benefits from all of this. Biden's campaign is done. Clinton is going to run. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Now everyone is saying it. Now everyone's saying it. And I was saying it since 2017. And ladies and gentlemen, be here on this channel from the day she formally announces, even though she's essentially announced numerous times, but the day she formally announces and gets into this until the day that, and beyond, the day of November of 2020, when Democrats lose with Clinton again. And she single-handedly takes down and obliterates the Democratic Party. And all those people on the left are like, H.A. Goodman, oh my God. Oh, he's such a horrible human being. Oh my God. I just didn't like he was just so, horrible. I was right. Not only that she would lose in 2016, that I said in 2015 in the Hill, the Huffington Post, and Salon, but I was right again that she would lose in 2020, and she's running again in 2020. It's going to be Clinton versus Trump. But here, White House admits lawyers hid transcripts of Trump call in top secret server. So what? So what? You have a rogue intelligence official that claims to be what he's not. This person is not John Kiriakou, Jeffrey Sterling, Chelsea Manning, Edward Snowden, a publisher in Assange, who publishes these types of people, or Daniel Ellsberg. When you have John Brennan singing the praises of an alleged whistleblower, the person is not that word. They have completely... Look. The truth about them, the DNC emails, they say were hacked by Russia, okay? Where's the evidence? Well, we have a CrowdStrike assessment. Okay, that's not evidence. They could have been hacked by Russia. They probably weren't. That's absurd. The United States is only moderately to highly confident. So they're not certain, and they never looked at DNC servers. And guess what? Yeah, you do. You do need to see the servers. Yeah, you do. Even James Comey admitted that. Well, why do you need to see the servers if the company hired by Democrats gave them pristine copies? What? The company hired by Democrats. Yeah, so what? Why are you doing that? Don't you see the conflict of interest there? What conflict of interest? All the experts agree. Well, no, not all the experts agree, but there are a great many people who think it's absurd. But would you allow the Republican National Committee to utilize a third-party tech company to then corroborate its propaganda points? No, we don't trust the Republican National Committee, but you trust the DNC? Yes, because they've been so honest, with Debbie Wasserman Schultz forcing to resign in disgrace. Then you have Hillary Clinton with private servers outside of the United States government, not part of the government. So William Barr and everyone in Trump's White House, they put his call on a server that with a top secret server, because guess what? It's presidential communication. But let's continue. This way, if anyone tries to leak anything else, they're engaging in serious criminal conduct. But anyway, allegations against President Trump and the White House officials are revealed with the release by Congress of a complaint. Okay, among them is the belief that Trump's actions were so obviously egregious that a White House official prompted. Now they're talking about a cover-up. Okay, if that's the case, why did Clinton delete all her records from servers the FBI asked for? When they began their probe, they asked for all of her servers. Was she covering up something? Was she trying to obstruct justice? No, of course, the Democrats, she wasn't. So Trump wasn't either. Also, there was actually nothing that he did wrong. He had a conversation with a world leader and said, hey, listen, the Justice Department is looking into potential wrongdoing by the former vice president, who's on video admitting and bragging about the wrongdoing. Okay, this isn't the Access Hollywood tape where, like, you don't know if it's like just a bizarre story that he's making up, or, you know, like, they thought it was, the Democrats are hilarious. Like, Access Hollywood, it's a deposition. It's basically a deposition in a court trial. It's like, no, you never believe Trump, but then you believe him on a hot mic when he's just joking around. Granted, it was quite bizarre. I've never heard anything like that in my life, but this isn't that. This was a conversation with a world leader. And anyway, so many stories flying around in my brain now regarding the 2016 election. 2020 is going to be 10 times more annoying. But that's why you got to watch this channel. I'm the only person in media that called this since 2017. It'll be the biggest call, one of the biggest calls in recent history of all time. But anyway, the House has launched an impeachment inquiry into Trump to investigate the matter. Oh my God, you mean they tried to accuse Trump of wrongdoing but couldn't find anything, and then when Trump said, you know what, I've had enough of this, they said, oh, you're covering it up? You're covering up the non-issue and the nothing burger that we thought was an issue. Allegations against President Trump and White House officials were exposed with the release of Congress of a complaint. And by the way, Adam Schiff has to actually make up things, not even read the complaint, and then he's going to get hopefully censored. But here, among them is a belief that Trump's actions were so egregious, White House officials launched a cover-up to minimize the chance that Trump's efforts to have foreign power dig up dirt. Steele dossier, Alexander Downer, Joseph Mifsud, British intelligence agencies. How much dirt was dug up on Trump? Oh, but that was through official means. You mean President Obama was involved? No. You mean they actually dug up dirt on Trump and tried to torment him and everyone around him and set up Michael Flynn and set up and frame Michael Flynn and frame Papadopoulos? Oh, no, that was an official investigation. We have every reason to, if it's an official, how can it be an official investigation if Clinton purchased the dossier and that was used to justify the probe with FISA applications? Anyway, we can go on forever. The complaint says more than half a dozen U.S. officials provided information. Oh, here we go. The biggest claims Trump used the power of the presidency to pressure Ukraine President Zelensky to interfere in the 2020 election by launching an investigation. Interfere in the No. If Joe Biden's behavior and his video where he's bragging about interfering in Ukraine's government, if that means that he did wrongdoing, we should know. So sorry, Democrats, if yet again your criminal behavior or your misconduct is an issue during an election. Sorry, I guess that's just what has to happen because, I don't know, sane people want to know what kind of criminal activity you're up to. You used a dossier and made things up about Trump, and that was actually legitimate for you. They used a dossier that was actually used to obtain warrants. And God forbid Trump says, yeah, if you want to help out William Barr to see if there was anything that Joe Biden did wrong. And don't you love this? With Trump, they were like, well, why are you acting guilty? So wait, why are Democrats acting so guilty? What are they worried about? That doesn't sound like they're innocent. See, I mean, you could use all of their ridiculous talking points against them. Trump's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, was a central figure. They have nothing on. This is hilarious, too, because Giuliani and John Solomon, they have a lot more information on Biden and how it implicates Biden and Democrats. But we can get to the fact that the White House, this is Daily News, White House admitted that lawyers ordered the transcripts of a call between President Trump and Ukraine moved to a top-secret server, but didn't explain why. I can tell you why right now. So 15 minutes in, I can tell you right now. Any more information derived, whether it's, the call, before the call, or whatever, anything else they want to do to try to twist and to try to twist and manipulate this story, they'll have to either break serious laws regarding obtaining the information from top secret servers that the government owns. It's not a secret server. It's a government-owned server. The secret servers were the congressional Democrats and Clinton, numerous secret servers. They're not going to win in 2020 with Clinton again, and they're going to, do it all over once again. So, but anyway, confirming another key revelation of it's not a whistleblower, but whatever. Complained a senior administration official said the rough transcript of the now infamous phone conversation was moved to a highly classified system maintained by the National Security Council. Great. So now if you try to go ahead and you try to, leak or twist or alter that evidence in any way, shape, or form, William Barr's got you. Sorry. You risk jail time, prison time, actually, and you wouldn't even be doing the country a favor the way Jeffrey Sterling and the way John Kiriakou and the way Daniel Ellsberg and the way that Chelsea Manning and the way that Edward Snowden did and the way that Assange, who publishes these types of people. Said the move to lock down details. The call suggests the White House officials understood the gravity of what transpired in the call. Yeah, you're right. Tantalizingly, wrote New York Times or New York Daily News. The White House officials told him that Trump's statements have also improperly moved to a top secret server to shield from the public scrutiny. No, they were properly moved. It was a very good thing. This is not a server that Trump owns. This is a server the United States government owns. Okay? Just like the IRS has Trump's taxes, there's not much that Trump is doing to really hide. Okay, Clinton actually used servers outside of the United States government that nobody had access to. Nobody, not even people at the State Department. She worked at the State Department and nobody had access. Listen, not just President Obama. She worked at the State Department as Secretary of State, and nobody at the State Department had access to any of her information or servers. What does that tell you? Okay, there are people within the U.S. government with the clearance that have access to that phone call. Okay, it's just moved to a top secret server, a government server, to ensure that Adam Schiff doesn't read portions that don't exist, like he did the other day. Give me your thoughts below. Check out H.A. Goodman's other channel right this second. Ladies and gentlemen, it's hilarious. They cannot touch Trump. They can't stop him. They can only hope to contain Trump. It's hilarious. Give me your thoughts below. Check out H.A. Goodman's other channel. Clinton's running and she will lose again. Give me your thoughts below. Thank you so much.